Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Code's Corner K4, episode 2. That's right, we're back. It's Cyberpunk. We're back at it again. Last time, I am your host, as usual, Quinn McCloris, playing as Davis Murdoch. And I'm joined today by the Imperator.
Greetings, greetings.
He's playing Kairo Zetsubo. Unfortunately, everyone's favorite Robo boy could not join us today. Something came up at the last minute, and he had to skedaddle. But no worries. The march for money continues.
Yes.
So last time, we met our intrepid heroes, our mercenaries for hire. They did nothing to further the main plot.
I
As
mean, you're not wrong.
However, it
You're
was
not wrong.
very productive, despite the fact that we didn't do anything useful. It was a very emotional episode, I think.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Uh, yeah, so today we join our lovely, wonderful heroes. Last time, of course, we found that lovely Chinese restaurant. It's called Huang's Little China.
I just saw something extremely cursed.
Oh, God.
I sent it to you. Man, the new operators this season look crazy.
Wow, Joe Exotic, a gas
Yo,
can.
exotic.
Any evidence or video footage that could lead to a year arrest may damage alligators in the process. What's
His
his
only
loadout though?
counter, Carol Baskin.
What's his loadout though? That's what I
Oh,
want to know. Is it two
that's
revolvers?
glorious. That's his counter.
Christ. Anyway, um, so we have
Can
mentioned
we
low
can we get
Chinese
rid of this?
family.
Can we get rid of this like holy music right now?
Huh? Oh yeah, the music.
This is heresy.
Um, so yeah, we found that lovely whatchamacallit, Chinese restaurant. We met the adorable family, the three generations that operate the restaurant. We talked their grandson out of joining the Malfu clan. And in the meantime, Andrew Oyd got caught up with some spherical church members and a criminal whom he robbed, and never really looked to see what was inside the duffel bag. So we'll have to find that out next week. I
Yeah.
guess another cliffhanger. You know, maybe I'll have a
Yeah.
side quest set up for him. It's like the guy comes back. That's why he's missing. Anyway, so we rejoin. It is the next day. After our lovely whatchamacallit restaurant debacle. And
Indeed.
yeah, so we're still headed towards the hacker's apartment, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me hurry up with my notes. All right, so the hideout. Okay. So this time, no more random encounters. We just finish our short road trip across part of Ryanstown, and we reach the warehouse district. So this is the address that we were given. We ended up finding for their hideout. It's a pretty rundown warehouse. The windows are all busted. The siding's all like rusting and stuff. But it's all quiet. There's no sound from inside. You don't hear or see anything when you pull up in your normal motorcycle and Bonus pulls up with his flying motorbike.
All right. Need to turn it down. Hold on. Okay, There we go. So we pull up, right?
Yes.
All right. I forgot I don't have a drone. Oh, this is unfortunate. All right. So, are there any like power boxes on the outside?
Power boxes. Make me a perception check.
Not using that one. I'll get my own D10. Thank you very much. Oh, that's
Wow.
a that's a crit success.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are rolling really well today. First roll is a crit.
Ooh,
Let's see. So you pull up with your fancy schmancy sci-fi motorcycle, and
yes.
you like kick the kickstand down, and you get off the bike. When you get off the bike, you face the warehouse, and you're staring directly at. Um,
A power box.
yeah, well, it's like the industrial like modems for like companies and stuff. It's just one of those
So
big
like
boxes in
meter.
the wall.
Almost.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna use uh my wiring. My mask is still on, by the way.
Yeah.
I want to point that out. My fancy jackal mask. That's still on. So I'm going to uh take this opportunity to go over, knock a panel loose, and jack myself into this.
All right. Yay! The first Matrix slurp of the game. Let me get your character sheet up on the side of
Yep.
my screen. Okay, so you jack into the matrix of this part of the matrix for this warehouse. So you walk up, you take out your like it's like a really sharp USB cord, like on it's like
Okay.
a headphone jack. It's like a big needle, and you like plug it into the back of your like basically your skull, and then you take the other part and you jack it into the like modem, and you like your body
Yeah.
goes limp. Bonus just like watches you just like go into a coma for a second, and he's like, "All right, whatever. This is normal for him." And what you see is like this like the Star Wars like hyperspace like blue and black lines like zipping past you as your
Yeah.
consciousness is downloaded into the matrix for a second, and you pop in, and so the matrix, right? There's the walls, the floors, the ceiling are all like that super like synthwave like glowing neon like grid, um, and of course, but like so all the structures and stuff around you, all the vehicles, you can see all of the wireless stuff. So like your bike, Bonus's bike, they both have nodes attached to them for like tracking
Okay.
and stuff like that. The
My
note the
question, my first question is, do I see anybody else?
Do you see anybody else? That would be a lovely search action. So make me a perception check.
All right.
Wow, we are really, really just
We are dealing with absolutes today.
yeah. We are the Sith over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you turn to look around uh, the warehouse, and you
I'm
like
looking for people, not nodes.
yeah. Okay,
You
so
know that.
um, in the Matrix, you like wander around the area looking for anybody, and you step into the warehouse in the weird Matrix reflection to try to see anybody, and an alarm immediately goes off because you've tripped the security of the warehouse, the automated security.
Oh,
So basically, so you walk through like the wall, what used to be the wall of this warehouse, and you set off the alarms. And there is against the far wall, there is one node like built into the wall. It's not connected to anything else, just like a node separated there. And there's nobody here. There's no like communicators. There's no somewhere where you can see. It's just just this node, and then like the internet connection for the building.
Hmm.
And there might be some like small terminals up on like the second story, like the catwalks for the warehouse, like management and stuff that's up there. Those are all
Okay, so
deactivated though.
I'm gonna try and get to that node.
Yeah, so you approach the node, and the alarms get set off, and this huge red like cube or like rectangular prism like slams down in front of the node before you can even see what it is. And that's a firewall. That's what that is. And it's like got little like embers popping off of it, and it looks really fancy and pixelated.
Well, time to patch my way through a firewall.
All right, so the first hacking of the campaign. So hacking is done against the hack DC of the firewall. This is pretty basic, so this is only like a 1d6. So you roll 1d8 and then or 1d10 rather, and then I roll a 1d6. And if I roll higher, I win. If you roll higher, you win. I got a 6.
I got a
Ooh,
9.
I got a
Let's
9.
go.
So how do you dispel this firewall protecting this node?
Very good. I'm going to jack into this node and basically shut it down.
All right, so you approach the firewall. You put your like your weird matrixy pixelated hand of your avatar out to the firewall. There's some like back and forth of the coloring. Is like your hand turns a little bit red and the firewall turns a little bit blue, and then eventually it surges totally blue and it fades away. And you go and you touch the node, and you can pretty easily identify this. This is an electronic safe located in the back, like in one of the walls of this warehouse.
Hmm. All right. Well, yeah. Let's just shut it down.
Give me another perception check, if you would be
Okay.
so kind. At disadvantage, actually, because I mean, a 5 and a 4.
4.
I think the 4 still passes, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you see, so as you're shutting this like node down, turning off the electronic locks and stuff, you fiddle with the wiring, and you find in the very back, like in like a super hidden, like running program in the back of this node, like attached to it, really hidden. There is an automated program set to run if the node is activated and if the alarm is like tripped, essentially. And the all you know is that it is an automated message sending node. So like basically like if the alarm gets tripped, this node will activate and it will send a message to somebody. Don't know what the message is or who it's to. You can make checks and stuff to like you could hack into this node to find out what what the message is, who it's to.
Information I can gather. Yeah, I think I'll do that.
All right, this is a 1d4 against your 1d10. This is a pretty easy firewall. You get a 2, so don't roll a 1. Ooh, got a
10.
10. Wow, really, yeah, really, uh, you know, divisive with
Flexing
the
my
rolls.
mental muscle here.
Yeah, totally unnecessary. Like swipe your hand over this hidden node, and the firewall disappears,
It's
and
not even really hidden.
yeah, it's just like, barely a firewall, really, barely any kind of defensive mechanism.
Yeah.
You type one number in and it like falls apart, and you're like, all right, this is ridiculous. With
Hmm.
the message, actually, how about this? You can pick one out of the two. Do you want to know what the message is, or do you want to know who it's to?
I want to know who it's to.
It is to the Xenocorp Corporation, specifically like um, their like private security department.
This isn't good. I'm gonna back out of the Matrix now.
All right, yeah. So you, and it's like exiting a dream sequence where you just like get like shoved, like pulled back really quick up into the sky probably, and then
Yeah.
you jolt back awake in your actual body, and you disconnect the cords and stuff and pull it out of your brain, and yeah, you're back to living in. Bonus is just leaning against the warehouse wall next to you, like playing with his like combat knife that he has that he bought in between.
Uh, I'm gonna go over to him and say, we've got one of two options.
Alrighty.
We either wait for Xenocorp to get here, and or we either leave now and not risk Xenocorp catching us, or we go in and investigate the warehouse and risk Xenocorp catching us.
I think, well, Bonus is not afraid of any man. He fears no fight. So he just like tucks the combat knife back in like the ankle holster near his big combat boot, and he cracks his knuckles. Well, yeah, his one hand that has knuckles, and he's like, "Well, let's make it fast. Hopefully before the cops
Alright.
show up." And he's gonna walk up to the door and try to kick it down. Wow, you got a two. That's not good enough, I don't think. Nope.
Alright, let me
So he
try.
kicks the door and it doesn't move. It is metal,
Let me
so
try.
it makes sense. Four. It's still not good enough. Wow. Okay. You kick the door and it still doesn't budge.
No, 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 no. Four is one off. One off.
Well, it budges, but it doesn't break. Now this passes for bonus. So after 3 tries, we managed to kick this door down. If anybody had any idea we weren't here before, they do now.
That's fine.
So we walk in,
Hmm.
and in the warehouse, uh, dusty, dark. Nobody's here. There are some like old, ruined, torn up couches in the middle of the room. There's like a TV like projector, like hologram projector set up against one of the walls. Um, there's some like big like curtains on like wooden beams like nailed into the walls like high up to form like room dividers
Hmm.
for like the bedrooms and stuff like that. Um, there is a second floor with a catwalk and like a stairway leading up to it, with like an office up there. And then on the first floor, all the way in the back of the room, is the electronic safe that is like unlocked. Like the light on it is like red, and the door is like slightly ajar.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go check the safe.
Okay, you check this safe. So you take out the safe. This is where I get to use my lovely alarm clock. I'm gonna say, let's see, it's you get 10 milliseconds,
How much?
5 minutes before the cops show up.
Oh, joy.
And
So yeah, I'm gonna open this.
if you want to open this safe, there is just a stack of 5,000 colors in here.
Hmm.
So you can, then it was useful for
I'll
the,
take that.
the
Thank
debt and
you.
such. Bonus is going to make an investigation, a perception, to try to find anything else hidden around here. Nice. So you hear him. He like starts peeking around places. He walks on like a loose floorboard and it creaks really hard. And he like steps off of it. He looks down, and he like gets on his hands and knees and he tears the floorboard off. And he goes, "Oh my lord!" And he reaches into it and he pulls out an assault rifle from under the floor. And he's like, "There's like a dozen like rifles and pistols in here. They're all Xenocorp make, by the way."
Hmm. Take them all. Let's go. We're done here.
Alrighty. Make me a luck check, and bonus will make one as well.
Why am I making a luck check right now?
Well, bonus passed. You
2.
did not pass, I don't think. Nope.
That's 5. Yeah, no.
So as you walk, so we get the money bonus. He tears more of the floorboards out, and he picks up this big, like the folding like cases for like guns.
Yeah.
He takes out like a big one of those full of various weaponry and ammunition, and he hoists that up, and he starts really carrying that out towards the front door again. And as we walk out the door we came through, that's something busting off of its hinges. We walk out and are staring down. I'm gonna roll a d6 really quick. A 6. Okay, great. I'm rolling really well for these for some reason. There are 6 Xenocorp mercenaries staring us down.
See, no. Now you gave us 5 minutes. We made it out in that 5 minutes.
It was 5 minutes. Didn't mean that like you were totally safe. This was just until like the cavalry got here.
I've got like just like a regular like backpack on.
Yeah, I mean, Bonus is carrying a massive military-looking crate with the Xenocorp logos on it, but so these guys, I'll tell you, these guys, these security guards are privateers. So they're the lowest tier of Xenocorp, like guard. They're just a normal human being, unaugmented, with like basic armor plating on, and they have a varying degree of weaponry, usually like a shotgun or a pistol or a SMG. Yeah, they're very expendable and cheap.
Gentlemen, let's lower those guns.
And they're like, we've heard reports of illegal activity in the area. Heard one of the warehouses around here just got burglarized. We're checking it out.
I wouldn't know anything about that. Me and my friend here are just taking some of our stock from the warehouse.
Make me a charisma check.
Give it a high roll.
You're decent at this, so yeah.
Oh yes!
So the cops, they look you over. Well, they're not cops, they're guards. The guards look you over, they look you up and down. They're like, well, 2 masked men, one of them whom's carrying a crate, leaving one of the warehouses that were just burglarized. Yeah, you know what? You seem legit enough. You're like, that was a pretty good excuse actually. So like, I would be like, me personally, I'd probably believe that. So you know what? It's fine. Yeah.
You know what the funny part is? They probably don't even rent out these warehouses.
Probably not. No. They're
But
pretty
I
abandoned for the most part.
I do think someone was squatting here. You might want to look up on that.
I'm like, oh, thanks for the tip, citizen. And they like move up to the door that you kicked down. And they're like, oh, that's supposed to be it, guys. And wonder who did this. And we get on our bikes that we're like parked like down the block from the building we just robbed. But the cops, they don't really get paid enough. Like, if you didn't attack them first, then they're not gonna stop you. They don't really care.
Yeah.
These warehouses have been used in years, so they're just like, all right, whatever. So they walk through and they're like, yep, someone's definitely spotting here. Better ready when command and get the cleanup teams in and stuff. As we get on our bikes with this crate of guns, they'll tell you
And money.
Yeah, and the bag of money. So the crate of guns is also worth about $5,000 because Corp guns are pretty cheap.
Did we really just unintentionally flawless this mission?
No, because that's only a 1/7 of the money you need to get for the debt. So, you got some of it for sure, but not all of it. Yeah, so you raided their hideout. I will also tell you that when you hacked the automated message node, you also would have received the IP address that would have sent the message to Xenocorp.
Ooh. Now, what would that be?
Are you going to try to find out like reverse search the IP address?
Well, obviously, I'm going to trace back the IP.
All right, that is another search check. So it's a perception. Nice.
6.
So we get back on our bikes. Where do we go after we get back on our bikes so we can figure this IP address situation out? The Chinese
Well,
restaurant, the massive creative weaponry.
no. We don't go back to the restaurant yet. That's later.
Celebration.
Let's go to our hideout.
Okay, so you head back to the condemned bar, back at our
Yeah.
Elite Fixer bar. So we head back there. Bonus has like the big nylon rope with the clamps strap gear to trucks.
Yeah.
He took a couple of those and tied the crate of guns down to the back of his flying bike. It flies much slower now than it did before because it's just big heavy now.
Do we pass by the cultists?
Yeah, we did. We passed by on the highway. They're back to normal. They're not crying anymore. It's been a new day, but they are still preaching. The leader, the gay guy, he is significantly happier, more animated, enthusiastic now that he has gotten that off his chest, thanks to Mr. Oid.
As we ride past, I'm gonna yell out, "Your sister was a cyborg!"
And the whole group
Can I make a charisma check for this?
yeah, sure. Actually, make me a strength check. This is intimidation. Wow. So they're all they shake their fists at you as you drive away past them.
Do they start beating up the guy?
No, they're just they just dislike you.
Oh well.
So we make it back.
Wait, why do they dislike me? I'm yelling out a true fact. Sister's a
fact.
cyborg.
His ex-wife was the robot.
But his sister is also a cyborg.
And,
I said it, so it must be true.
It is not true. They know better than that. They just dislike you for yelling such sinful depravities at them. And so we
His
arrived
sister was a cyborg.
at the condemned bar, and we walk through, and the captain's back behind the bar, and he's like, "Oh, back so soon, huh?"
Yeah, you could say that. Oh, we gotta store some stuff here.
He's like, "Oh, yeah. I got one of the storage rooms out back," and he reaches under the bar, and he pulls out a huge key ring.
Yeah.
And he walks back over to the big hatch in the floor, and he throws them open, and he walks downstairs, and we follow him down into the basement, and we walk past the doctor's office, the cyberware doctor, and we hear screaming and buzzsawing through the door as we pass by. And he's
I'm gonna leave the 5K, or well, 2 of the 5K at the doctor's door.
all right, yeah. So you leave to the 5K, in the stacks, and you plop them on the door. And
Yeah.
so we walk past the doctor's office, and we walk into a different door nearby, and it's an empty room, with big, crates everywhere and stuff. And he's like, "Yeah, you can just put it in here. It won't go anywhere. It'll be safe when you come back."
Sounds good.
And Yeah, so I think bonus he waddles over, drops the crate over, then he puts the remaining money in the weapons crate and seals it back up.
Yes.
You boys need anything else?
No, that'll be it.
All right. And then he waddles his way back upstairs so you can keep tending the bar.
All right. Well, now time to go track down this IP address.
All right. You track the IP. So we head back upstairs. We get in one of the tables on the bar, and the IP address, already passed the check for it. No big deal. It traces back to an apartment in the lower classed parts of the city. So probably not terribly far from where like all of us live, because we all live in the ghettos basically, because we're all poor. But yeah, it's probably like half an hour's drive from the bar. It's not, that far away.
All right. Well, looks like we're going to the slums.
All right, you know what that means? Encounter table.
Why don't I just roll my D60 like once?
All right, you got an 86. Let's see, what's an 86?
86.
Let me get my table up. Read more. 86. Let's see. Okay, so as we drive down towards this apartment, I'm thinking like down the block from the apartment is like a really well-known local gay bar, right? And usually it's pretty like happening place, because of course this is the future, so being gay is like really, really accepted, and usually it's pretty like it's probably like not a high class bar 'cause I'm still in the ghetto, but probably like nice for this area. So it's usually like pretty exclusive, but it's like currently just like empty. Like there's nobody waiting in line out the door. The bouncer is bored on his arm, like holographic cell phone. It's like in his arm basically.
You smoking glow stick?
He's like looking around in AR and stuff and like playing games. It looks pretty empty. Something probably happened in like the bars.
And why am I obligated to help?
You're not obligated to help. You just noticed this. You can keep going if you wanted to.
I need excitement in my life. Screw it.
So you're gonna talk to the bouncer out front.
Yeah.
All right. So you
Sure,
pull
why
over.
not?
Bonus, I guess, is like, all right, whatever. He pulls over. The bouncer's like, he's like, you walk up and he like looks up from his AR.
My mask is still on, by the way. I'm not
Yeah.
taking that off anytime soon.
And he's like, you can just like go in. There's no wait list today. It's barely open actually.
Well, what happened?
It's like, oh, one of the Crimson Crescent guys came in a couple of days ago and started a big fight, and now the locals are too scared to come by.
Now, bonus. I know you're gonna hate me for this.
He looks to you. You can't tell through his mask, but he is giving you an incredulously suspicious look through the mask.
How's this? I'll help you out.
The bouncers are like, "Oh, you want to help us? Okay." Like, I talked to the manager. He's inside,
Alright.
and he opens the door for you. And yeah, just we look for the manager then.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so
Start describing the inside of this gay bar.
yeah, it is super neon, super rainbow, a lot of tie dye. The dance floor is like a massive LED light, right? And there's like a bunch like mixing tie dye and stuff. There's a huge disco ball up above it, but the disco ball is also an AR projector, so it projects like dancers and weird like symbols and stuff in the dance floor. It's off at the moment because nobody's here. Like it's literally like dead empty. Like the lights, the dance floor aren't on. The DJ isn't even here right now. He's somewhere else. The
That's what I
bartender,
was hoping.
yeah, the bartender is sitting behind the counter, similarly scrolling through his social media pages with like in AR, moving his hand in midair, and like I think sitting at the bar at the very far end of it with a big glass, like probably like a full bottle of like like tequila, is just the manager of this bar with his head in his hands. He's got like an ashtray with a lit cigarette in it. There's a bottle of tequila, and in front of him he's just like staring solemnly into the counter of this bar, like super depressed.
I'm gonna go pop a squat at the bar.
Bonus is going to stand because he likes to be intimidating. So you pop a squat like next to this dude or like just at the bar.
Just at the bar.
So the bartender he like stops his social media scrolling, and he looks over to you, and he's like, alrighty then, what do we have, sir?
I'm looking for the manager.
He's like, oh, and he like chuckles a little bit, and he's like, oh, you want that one over there, and he points to the guy moping at the end of the bar.
All right. I'm gonna get up and walk over, and I'm gonna like tap the chair with my foot, like indicating like, hey, I don't want to talk to you yet, but look at me.
Yeah, so you tap the chair, and the manager looks up. His face, his expression is very depressed. His eyes are super dark and baggy with lack of sleep.
Let's see. Does he know who I am?
Well, do you frequent gay bars? I don't know.
I mean, no, but I frequent bars. I am a known bar hopper.
I'll have him make it at disadvantage because you're not a frequent gay bar goer. He does not know. So you tap the chair. He looks up. He looks really, really messed up. He's got like, he looks like he like applied like a lot of makeup, but it's all been smudged and like ruined and stuff. And he's just like, oh, our first customer of the past week.
We don't like the Crimson Crescent, right?
I mean, we like whoever pays us generally. The Crimson Crescent
Don't like us.
yeah, they yeah, because Bonus roughed up one of their bars last time.
Yeah. So this would be advantageous for me to help this bar, right?
I mean, since like we don't, I mean, it depends. Do you like the equivalent of like the Overlord Master Gang, or do you, want to get jobs from them?
I don't really like the Master. I don't like the Crimson Crescent.
I mean, Bonus, he doesn't care. If this bar will pay him enough, he will do whatever is needed to get
Now,
the job done.
I hear that, well, your establishment is suffering right now.
And he's like, huh, that's a bit of understatement there, sir.
So how's this a proposition? All DJ is set for you. Put out the word that the Pharaoh is going to be doing a set tonight at your bar. And you pay me and my associate here a quarter of the nightly income.
The bartender, he kind of like stares at the counter, and he pours himself another glass of tequila, and he's like, can you do like 20% to the 25%?
22.5.
He's like, just for the math's sake, he'll just be like, you know what, forget it, just 25%'s fine. And he's like, yeah, sure. He's just like so done with like being the owner
Everything.
of this bar. Yeah, he just like, I don't want to do this anymore. Sure,
Am I
whatever.
gonna take ownership of this bar right now?
No, no, he's not that bad. He's just like, all right, just make me some money so I don't like go bankrupt tomorrow. And he's like,
Put out on all your accounts. The Pharaoh's doing a set.
yeah, sure. And he like pulls out like a really low quality like smartphone that's like super cheap. And he starts like, going through different social media pages and tapping on
I'm gonna
stuff.
send him an asset to use in the post too.
Cool. Yeah, so you send him like a custom like AR asset that you made specifically for your sets and stuff. Send it to
It's the
him.
same jackal head, but it's laughing with like a rainbow headband on.
Nice. Just for those times you gotta work for a gay bar, you gotta.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, money's money.
It's true. Um, yeah. So you tell him to send out the social media stuff. We can do the apartment thing and then come back to this because it's still like midday.
Really early.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go to bonus. I'm gonna be like, all right, we'll be back here tonight. You're gonna be on security instead of that guy outside.
And he's like, oh, he's like, alrighty then. He's like, I've been a bouncer in a couple of months, and he like cracks his neck, and he like, shrugs his shoulders a little bit, and he's like, yeah, I'm down for it. Why not?
We are the masters of side quests.
Yeah, really, we're just making more work for ourselves. I didn't get the. I should have just like
All right.
said. I should have just told you guys go to this place, and then you guys would have made money on the way.
So all right, I'm gonna turn to the manager and tell him like, all right, do your PR, get people in, spread the word. We'll be back tonight.
Yeah. So he's like, I was like, all right, yeah, thanks guys, and
Mhm. On the side note here, while you're at it,
yeah,
do a bit of research onto who you're hiring.
and he's like, yeah, sure, I'll do that in between my bouts of drinking and napping.
Social media posting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Uh. Yeah. So
I'm
he's
making
like,
a really good public name for myself.
yeah. So he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. And as he just like goes back to his moping around the bartender, as you walk out, he's like, if you want like free drinks while you're here doing your thing, then whatever.
Sounds good.
I'm like, all right, and we leave the gay bar and head over to the apartment building.
What was the actual thing for that encounter?
The actual, so like the quote from the website.
Yeah.
Let's see. The quote from the website was, "The players pass a locally well-known gay bar. It is normally very busy, but it is totally dead tonight. Something must have happened," and that's it. I just was like, all right, this seems the most obvious, and I ran with it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm helping out small businesses.
Yeah, really. First the Chinese restaurant, and now this business.
This gay bar.
Yeah.
All right. Well, to the apartment away.
Yeah. So we head over down, like literally like down the block and across the street is one of like the massive skyscraper apartment buildings for like the low income folks. And yeah, it is really run down. Like it's not a buzzer. It's like you can just like walk in and walk up to the buildings or to like the elevator. But like, so you walk in this like building. The floors are like really dingy carpet that smell like mold, and it's gross. And the walls with the paint is peeling, and like the lights are flickering and don't work half the time. There's two elevators. One of them, the doors are like opened, and it's like there's a bunch of caution tape across it saying like "Do not enter," like out of service, stuff like that. The other one seems to be working, and the apartment you're looking for, because you tracked the IP address just so well. The apartment you're looking for is like probably on like the 80th floor or something like ridiculous like that.
All right. I'm gonna click the up button. and turn to
Make me a luck
bonus.
check really quick to see if this elevator works. Ah,
9. Ha ha
nice.
ha 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 ha.
So you hit the up button, and a couple of seconds later, the ding ding and yee as the elevator doors open.
Well, time like the present. I still have the voice modifier on, so my voice is super deep.
Yeah, so you walk in, so the doors open, and like there's a really old woman like in the elevator, like when the doors open, and she's like, "Good afternoon, boys," and she walks past you, and she sees that like her cane is super like nice, really expensive, and she just like walks past you guys like hobbling, and yeah, bonus tip in the elevator. I think he like the door's closed. First thing he does, he takes out his new gun and he like loads it and racks his slide back and he's preparing for a fight. Uh,
I'm gonna do the same with my Pharaoh's hands, I think.
yeah, your dual auto pistols.
Yeah.
Yeah, hands of Anubis.
Hands of Anubis. I'm gonna do the same thing with my hands of Anubis.
Yeah, so
I do have a small flying drone!
Yeah, you do. You have your drone.
I forgot.
It's got a gun on it too.
Yeah, it does.
And,
I'm gonna have my never mind. I'm just gonna use my hands of Anubis.
Yeah, so there's this like quick like scene of us like loading our guns and stuff, and
I'm gonna turn to bonus in the elevator. By the way, did you notice her cane?
and he's like, yeah, that was kind of
Odd.
fancy for this place. And like gestures around, and like the elevator itself is like the door, like one of the doors is like solid metal, and the other one is like the weird like mesh folding gate. Super like jury rigged, and like it's really rickety, and it like screeches when it moves. And he's like, yeah, it's really like suspicious for this kind of a place, but whatever.
Yeah. We'll look into that later.
He's like, yeah, sure. And a couple minutes later, we reach the top of the elevator, the 80th floor, whatever, and the doors open, and yeah, we're in it. We can hear like yelling from the apartments. Probably smells like mold and alcohol and body odor and like grease
And
all
marijuana.
mixed together, like just totally awful.
Do we smell the holistic herbs?
You probably smell a lot of chemicals. You don't know what they are because you aren't Andrew or you're not a drug dealer, but it smells like chemicals.
Place makes me sick. I don't know how you can live here.
Bonus is like, hey, this isn't my apartment building. Mine's a lot smaller than this. And he just takes like steps into the hallway, looks both directions. It's empty, probably thinks there's probably somebody's blasting loud music. And then just like
Do we hear domestic disputes?
Yeah, you can hear people like arguing, couples arguing down the hallway. And you know the like apartment number for this IP address, so you can just like head to the apartment right away.
Yes.
Right,
We're walking down the hallway with malicious intent.
Yeah, so we march down the hallway, and we reach the apartment.
Do we pass like any open doors?
Yeah, I think we passed one open door, and we see that it's like a Malfu clan like opium den. I mean, it's not opium; it has a different name. It's called Lightyear. Usually, a synthetic version of opium. But it's like a makeshift like drug den. So it's like the weird like super smoky, the huge like hookah things with like the opium pipes. Like a bunch of people like sitting around there, just like relaxing on these big cushy couches, like totally like, dissociating really hard.
Yeah.
You pass probably like another open door, and it's just like probably like a black market like gun running operation, which is like here. So like the doorway, like part like the door is like a big reinforced metal with like rebar welded onto it, and then like the wall next to the door, part of it was like removed, and just like straight up just like a big like window for a shop is like been cut out of this wall. Like these people do not care about being like inconspicuous whatsoever. Like this dude's
Yeah.
just like leaning out of the window, just like sup when we walk past, like you know, whatever, who cares?
Do they not notice us brandishing weapons?
They don't care. Like
So like normal like inhabitants of this building would not care that we are brandishing 2 firearms.
no.
Like people don't like close their doors as past.
Well, the guys in the drug den are too high to even think about moving their finger.
I'm talking like normal people that just live here.
I think the few that aren't some form of criminal, yeah, they would like close their doors. You hear like a couple of people like the locking mechanisms, if they even work.
Like people as we pass by, they like quiet themselves down. Like
Yeah, the argument does not quiet down. You think you pass like the door with like their super loud music, and there's like, you see it's an illegal VR den. So it's like a bunch of guys in like VR headsets and like the haptic suits, like you know, in various stances and activities. And as we pass, like the dude running the VR thing, who has like probably like 30 or 40 large electrical wires coming out of his head and his like spine. He he sees us walking past. He just like closes the door really slowly. And then we reach the apartment in question that we're looking for.
well, bonus, time to get mean. I'm gonna slide back the I'm gonna rack the slide on my pistols.
As he, and bonus is going to
Kick the door
down. Finally.
Hey!
So he slams in the door, like the full like the doorknob mechanism like remains bolted into the wall, but the door, like the wood, like splinters totally, and like the door flies open. And this apartment is drastically different than the rest we've seen. Immediate glance, everything is metal, everything is pretty clean, like marginally. And in the center of the like front, okay, so the doorway, there's a small hallway. Right to the right is one door, to the left is the kitchen, straight ahead is the living room, and the living room is built into a gigantic Faraday cage. And
I'm gonna.
the door flies open, and there is in the end of the hallway, holding a shotgun, is the hacker by the name of Drick Cedrics, who is he's wide-eyed, he's shaking, he's like, get out of here, like, don't kill me. And he's just going to
Put the gun down.
He's gonna try to shoot bonus with this shotgun. He disadvantage because he's freaking out. Okay, yeah, so he does barely miss bonus. So he's just like, ah.
So he shoots like the ceiling.
Yeah, blasts a chunk out of the ceiling, and like the tiling and like the insulation like falls through the roof, and like this big like layer cloud of weird dust that makes your eyes itchy and stuff. But we're wearing masks, so we're fine.
Yeah. So I'm gonna peek around bonus and shoot out his leg.
Yeah, so give me a perception check then.
Oh, yes!
So you're aiming for what?
I'm in his shin, to be exact.
Shin? All right. So how much damage do your pistols do?
2d100.
All right, roll.
I'm only firing one shot.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do 1d100.
Okay, yeah.
And I'm aiming for a non-vital part of his leg.
Yeah, so this won't do fatal damage, so it's like hurt him.
50.
Okay. So I will round that. I'll cut that in half for non-lethal. 25 damage. He is still very much alive, but he is like, I'm gonna make a endurance. See if he
Endurance check.
Stay standing.
Still stand, yeah.
Okay, he is still standing. So you shoot him in the
shin.
Yeah, the shin, and he's like ah, and he like stumbles over like against the wall. The gun's still trained at the the doorway, and he's like, "Please, please, just leave me alone. Take the money. I don't care. I'll tell you whatever."
Put the gun down! I'm not going to ask again, or the next one's in your head.
Let's see. What is Bonus gonna do?
Don't shoot him.
Bonus does not have his SMG. Bonus is going to... He's going to just straight up run up to this dude and try to headbutt this guy straight in the face. This guy's going to disadvantage to dodge because he's surprised. Oh yeah, big fail. So Bonus does strength check times 10, so 1d10 times 10. Wow, a full 100 damage. Jesus.
Oh my
If
God.
it's only endurance check, they're stunned for 1d4 turns. So can this kid endure? Yes, okay, so he's not stunned. So, but Bonus runs up, and with this like thick armored metal face mask, slams his face into this hacker, and he just, I'm gonna say it's non-lethal damage, so he's instantly unconscious. You just like clunk, you break his nose, he's like the blood's like running down his face, he's just like, "Ugh," and he just collapses to the ground backwards, just like boom, sack of potatoes.
Leave it to you. Alright.
He's like, wow,
See
good
what we
job,
can
done. He
find.
almost killed me. And he like brushes off his his trench coat from like the paint chips and stuff from the ceiling.
I'm gonna shake mine off and like follow him in. We'll wait till he wakes up.
Yeah, so Bonus is going to look around for like duct tape or rope or something. He does find it. So he finds like a big roll of duct tape, right? And he's just gonna duct tape this kid to his like a chair or something, like a folding chair.
Yeah.
He duct tapes his legs to the legs, his arms to the arms of the chair, and like his like torso to the back of the chair. He just fully duct taped this dude. This like 20-year-old kid. And
Alright, I'm looking for money.
I'm looking for Monday. All right.
6, that's a pass.
All right. So you
Do you want me to roll?
I'm gonna add a roll a 1d100 for the price of this kid's computer setup. 40. Okay, so you find for his entire okay, so his living room is one gigantic like computer like server and like setup. So he has like 6 screens like stacked on top of each other. He's got like a massive database, like server towers and cooling towers and stuff. The Faraday cage. All of this is probably worth like $4,000.
Okay. We'll take that.
Yeah.
So I have the contact information for this guy.
Yes. Yeah.
Alright, I'll call him after we talk to this kid.
Alrighty. So
I'm gonna go into the kitchen first though, after he's done being duct taped up. And fill a glass with ice and water, and splash him in the face with it.
Yeah, so you walk up to the sink, and the water is like brownish, like it's really not good. You take in like some like super cold water, and you just dump it on his face with like a glass, and he's like, and he wakes up and his nose is broken and bleeding. He's like a black eye.
I'm gonna like snap in his face.
And he's like, and he's like his leg's bleeding. This poor guy has been roughed up.
I'm gonna grab him by like the jaw and like squish his face in.
Yeah.
Now look, you're gonna tell me what I want to know, or I'm gonna shoot out the other shin, and then leave you here.
He's like, you don't know who you're messing with, man. I got friends. They know people.
Yeah, and we got more friends, and friends that want you dead. So either you tell me what I want to know, and you get out of here alive, or I start shooting bodily limbs, or I start shooting limbs.
So bonus, like he puts his hand on your shoulder, and he leans like around you, and he takes out his like combat knife, which is titanite, by the way. It is super expensive. He
Ooh.
takes his titanite combat knife out, and he goes, "We won't shoot his limbs. How about I take out those bionics you've got there, pal?" And he like brings the knife closer to like the kid's like bionic eye, and he just like really close. So that means you get to
Start
roll
talking.
a charisma check at advantage because bonus is helping you.
Hey. Good looks, buddy.
Yeah. Nine into 1. All right. Yeah, for sure. That was definitely a good help. So the kid's like, "Oh, all right. What do you want to know? What do you want? I don't. Well, I'll give you whatever. Everything I have. Take it. Whatever."
Why did you go after the car?
Like we just wanted to make a name for ourselves, man. We've only been my friends and I were only like we've only been on for like a couple of like weeks. We're not like big or anything. We wanted to mess with this like executive dude because like we thought it would be fun and like funny for like our media and stuff. But we like it's totally stupid and like we regret it. So like tell the guy like we're sorry and like don't kill me, please.
We're a little past sorry here.
I'm gonna make.
Where's the money?
Actually. Like what money? What do you like? What money?
We know you have money. And we want it. Where is it?
Like me, I don't have any money. Look, man, I don't have any. All right, it's all of our cash was in the warehouse. But I'm pretty sure you guys that broke into it, right? You guys had the alarm off and stuff. You're like, so this kid. Now you're looking at him. He seems really anxious, horribly afraid, but also probably a little bit high. That's why he's managed to like deal with that gunshot to the leg and still remain standing.
Where are your friends?
No. It's like they're gonna meet so they can leave the city. They're trying to run away, flee the city from the companies. They're meeting in a subway station like a while from here. They're trying to get together so they can leave. There's like 5 of them though. There's a lot. You probably don't want to do that though. They're cool guys. We're cool. Just like don't hurt me, man. Don't kill me.
What time?
I'm gonna roll a d20 and a d4. 18 and 3, 21. Wow, 11 o'clock tomorrow night.
We're taking your computers.
He's like, what, man? My computers. What? Come on.
I swear, if I ever find your trace on any inch of the web again, I will come back here and I will gut you. Ish.
And he's like, oh, okay, I got it. I'm gonna move anyway. I'm leaving this crazy city. I'm back.
I'm just gonna
west.
drive it in further. You know how I found your signature?
Like that you like backtraced my IP from the safe, right?
Yeah, but you want to know why I found you so quickly?
Why?
You're using my format.
He's gonna make an intelligence check at advantage to know who you are.
Oh!
Wow. So you go using my format, and he immediately his eyes go super wide. He's like, you're the
Pharaoh.
And he's like, it's an honor to get hacked by you, sir. I'm just want to say that I learned everything I know from you, and wow, I got shot by the Pharaoh, and he's like smiling. He's like happy about it now because he's been like harassed by a celebrity. So, and Bonus is like behind, just, like, shaking his head, like head in his hands, like, oh my god, these people, like Jesus.
Oh my god. I'm gonna like once again grip him by the face. If I ever find out that you're piggybacking off of my script commands again, hunt you down.
He's like, yeah.
It had traces. It had my traces all over. Now you best leave this city and go to a place where, sure, but I can never track you down. Because I will find you if you ever enter the Matrix again. And then see.
He's like,
And then I'm gonna let him go.
He's like, so you're gonna cut him loose?
Well, I let go of his face.
Ah, okay. So bonus, he's gonna walk back over while you're doing this, and while he wants to be not disappointed in the state of humanity, he walks over back towards the doorway, and he's gonna take the kid's shotgun.
Okay.
Because
I'm gonna take out a small pocket knife and put it to his nose. Now I'm gonna cut you loose. And if you don't get out of this building the next 5 minutes, I'm going to hunt you.
he's like, yes, Mr. Farrow, sir, of course, yes.
And like I said, if I ever find your trace online, I'll find you. Am I clear?
He's like, yes, of course. You never hear from me ever again.
Then you've got yourself a deal. And I'll slice the duct tape in like one foul move, like I'm slicing him open.
He's like, he like flinches a lot. He's like, no, God, no.
Get out of here.
He's like, yeah, of course. And he just, actually, I'm gonna make a check to see if he's gonna be dumb. All right, so he, as he runs out of the door, you see him duck into the kitchen and grab his comlink off of the counter, and then he keeps
Bonus, stop the young man.
Bonus gonna make a strength check to try to
Clothesline. Just clothesline.
Clothesline him. That's still a pass, I think.
It is.
Yeah.
So he just puts his arm out.
Yeah, because Bonus's bionic arm has a strength of 8. So so this kid runs past and just no looking, he's still getting the shotgun, just lifts his arm up and clang! The kid runs into it and out like a light again. Instant unconscious.
Tried to be I'm gonna walk over to him using my pocket knife, which is kind of like a butterfly knife.
Yeah.
But the blade itself is shaped like an ankh.
Mm.
And it's gold.
Nice.
And I'm going to take his comlink from him and cut out his data pad.
Okay, so yeah, you cut out his data pad. That's probably worth this is a cyber deck, so probably $2,000.
But I'm leaving I'm making sure that it's just the wires that I need to cut.
Yeah.
And I'm not nicking any severe or internals.
Yeah. Bonus is want to take his eye or something. You're more of a cyberware to pay for its debt.
I think we'll leave the eye. Let this kid see what he's done.
Alrighty.
Did it to himself, really.
I was yeah.
If you want, check him for any augmentations that might help him attack people.
Yeah, sure. It should not be difficult to do so. Let me see. Bionic right arm with the terminal, and okay, so his hand, his hand can split into a dozen fingers, to help him type faster, basically.
Maybe those fingers might do us some.
Yes, you're gonna take those out. Alright, so you take out his hacker tools. That is a modification that is worth. Let me find it, because I have the price for it. Bionic hand upgrades. Hacker tools. So yeah, it's worth $8,000.
What, his fingers?
Yeah, his hacker tool. Basically combination of so his fingers can become USB ports. They can become super quick typing utensils. Anything to help somebody hack better and faster. These things do. and it's worth 8 grand.
All right. Well,
Yeah, so you can just nick that off his bionic hand, or off his bionic
Yep.
arm, just like unscrew his hand and just. All right.
all right. Well, I'd say we made off pretty well. Let's let this kid get a chance to get his shit.
Yeah.
I'll place a tracker on him too, just to be that guy.
Alrighty, so you just. Boonk. Let's see. So you've got. Okay.
Well, I'd say that was a rather successful
Yeah.
talking to. Well, time to get dressed up in our best. We've got a bar to go to.
Bonus is like, yep, that we do, and he puts his knife away, and he like drags the kid into his like bedroom, and like tosses him on the bed, and he's like, stupid kids.
Yeah.
All right, so we have in total, let's see, we have 12, 15, we have $20,000 worth of stuff in total right now.
Yep.
For this debt.
Very nice. How much is the total?
50,000.
All right, we're getting close.
Yeah. So you want to head to the gay bar?
Sure. Why not?
All righty. Ooh, I think I found my shotgun. I'm gonna
See what happens when X isn't here?
Yeah.
Everything went so smooth.
I'm gonna post
And
shotgun.
oh yes, please.
It's dual barreled. Alrighty. So I'm gonna add that to his cheap. So yeah, so you head back to the gay bar. Let's see. I'm gonna roll 5d100.
Oh, to see how many people actually show up.
Yeah. Actually, no. Okay, I'm gonna correction. I'm going to have that manager make a roll for social media. Okay. Correction. Add 3 more dice to that. All right. Let's see. How many people show up? 400.
400 people.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. Okay. Jesus. Okay. So we show up, and the old bouncer is like barely managing to contain this crowd. There is a line out the door, like down the block. Like we walk out of the apartment building, and there's like the line is right there, like in our faces, like in front of this apartment building. Like it's that long.
Alright. This I can deal with. Bonus, you know what you're doing tonight.
He's like, "Yep, I got this," and he, cracks his knuckles, and he like walks up to the bouncer, and he's like, I'm here to be your helper today." And the bouncer's like, "Yes, please." And
400 people.
so people, yeah. So as you walk, like cut the line of people, the crowd like, yeah, they cheer for you. They're all your loyal fans in the city of Ryanstown and showing up to this bar to follow you.
It's not even a gay bar anymore.
Yeah.
It's not even a gay bar anymore.
Yeah, I mean, like,
The people have just come to see me do a set.
pretty much people would only come to see you. There are a lot of people who are just like, even like people you can tell that are straight, that are like straight couples, stuff like that have shown up. They're all still dressed in like rainbows and like they're doing it for like the aesthetic, They're there to support
This
the community and you. So
yeah. I'm wearing the iconic rainbow headband around my mask,
nice.
and it's neon. It's neon. It's not like a thing. It's AR projection neon.
Nice.
Like, it's glorious. And like I'm wearing like my dark purple like long trench coat and stuff.
Nice.
What's the name of? I know the name of this club.
Sure.
The River Styx.
Nice. All right. Yeah, sure. Do you want to, should I make that a new contact of yours then? Is the River Styx gay bar?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Lovely. All right. Wow, we're just making friends all over the place.
Huh?
Making friends all over the place.
Yeah.
Alrighty. We have
So I'm gonna
the doctor get the
I'm
Hall
gonna
family.
walk in.
Now we have
Yeah.
the River Styx gay bar.
We could have it the River's Dicks.
You know what? That's it now. That's it. It's only option.
The River's Dicks.
Yeah. It's gotta be the play on words.
I love it.
But it's Styx with like DIX. Or no, it's DYX.
Yes. It's DYX.
Yeah, like the actual like river.
Yeah.
Wow. So clever, huh?
Yeah. Look at us go.
Yeah. So you walk past a line of cheering fans, and the manager like sees you and when you walk in, and he's like, "Thank God you're here!" Like the people have been like clamoring for you to show up, and like they assaulted the old DJ, demanding that you get.
God.
So those give me some hospital bills I have to pay.
All right. So I'm gonna be like, all right, don't worry, I got this. I'm gonna go get ready, start letting people in. So I'm gonna go behind the stage
Yeah.
and disappear, and no one's gonna know. I'm gonna make an all-out presentation about.
All right, so yes, you duck behind the backstage of the DJ set, and you like radio into Bonus or like let him in, and Bonus is like like yells to the bouncers like 5 players like let him in, and they're like all right, and they swing the doors open, and the crowds they rush in, they're all like they all got their phones out and their drones like I think some of them
The entire. Yeah.
yeah, see, some of the people have
Okay,
like
go on.
the camera drones and like social media like moguls, and they're there and they're like
Yeah.
recording everything for like live streaming it. It's great.
The entire club is dark. Okay, there's not a single light on. All right. And then out of like nowhere, two red lights, like up by the stage, aimed down at like where the DJ booth is, as like a white light from under the stage like appears, and like steam shoots up as I like rise to the stage with my hands like above me, and like the jackal image with like the rainbow headband appears on like all the monitors around like the club, like laughing with like the peace sign up.
Nice.
As like the lights like all shoot up, like you know how they like how like stage lights go like from down to up and then back down.
Yeah.
That happens, and I start my set of extreme cyber punk music.
All right, I'll bump the music.
Yeah, it's like some stuff out of Payday,
Yeah.
basically.
Let's change this. This is a good song for this.
Yes, this. And like as I start my set, over like the speakers, it's like the Anubis chibi starts talking, and it's like, "Please welcome to the stage, Pharaoh."
Nice.
As the crowd like goes insane, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, and then he's just blasting like the smoke detector, like the smoke, like the misters and stuff in the place are bumping. The LED lights are going off. I think like the disco ball that can project AR is projecting like Anubis, like dancers, like on like amidst the crowd. So they're all like,
Yes.
dancing and stuff and like cheering as well. Yeah. Bumping. Make me.
What a turnout!
Yeah, make me a charisma check at advantage. See how just how well this does.
A 9.
9. Oh boy. So yeah, so we like, well, you primarily, you like bump the roof off of this place for the first like two couple of hours, and like the crowd is having all of it. They got like the cool like glow sticks out. Some of them brought like their own like homemade Anubis masks, and they're like wearing them too. Like the AR like generated clones are going at it.
Yeah.
Music is bumping, the lights are bumping. The bartender is like serving a bunch of people like different drinks.
Is he doing like all the fancy bartender stuff?
Like flipping the bottles and like the shaker and stuff like that.
Oh, I have an idea for the bartender.
Sure.
So what if the bartender is like General Grievous?
Oh, he has 4 arms.
Yeah, like he's got 2 other arms that split out from his normal arm.
That's an actual ability. You can buy that if you wanted to.
Yeah, what if he's got that?
Nice.
So he's like flipping drinks between hands and
So
stuff.
he's like juggling the shakers, and he's got like different like garnishes and stuff, and he's like missing different like two sets of like drinks at the same time, like one for each pair of hands. He's like serving different people. He's going crazy. He's like also probably like dancing to the beat and stuff too, because it's like good music.
As the bass drops, he like flips the shakers in the air and catches them.
Yeah, like catches them. He's like sliding the glass across the bar back and forth to people. The manager is like in his office, like probably praying, like maybe this work out well. Meanwhile, outside, I'm gonna do a strength check for bonus to see if he can properly. Yep, he can properly bounce. Can the other bouncer bounce? Let's see. No.
Oh
So,
no!
Bonus is doing all the work. He's like the other bouncer. I think is like so tired, and he's just like not used to this. So like bonus is like physically showing like forcing people against like away from the doors, like harassing people, and he's like back up, you know, reached occupancy, back up, and the other bouncer is like trying, but like he can't really do too much. I need to make
As 110 more people show up, are we adding people to this?
yeah, okay, yeah, sure. So let's say the counter is now at 510 total people that arrived to this bar. I'm gonna keep checking the nice counter. Oh, that is not at all correct. Ooh. 5, 10. Okay. And yeah, so this bar, it's bumping. The outside is full of the line. It's even longer than it was before you like even like let people in somehow, which has gotten that bad. And then about halfway through the night, halfway through your set, a couple SUVs pull up to the bar.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's 22, isn't it?
Yes, that's 22 Crimson Crescent gangbangers that show up. Okay. So, bonus.
I'm gonna have to make a charisma check here.
Yeah, so bonus, he's managing the line of people. He's doing a pretty good job, seeing as he's never done this before.
I'm also live streaming my perspectives.
Nice, from like the GoPro. With like your masks cam feed, or your drone
Yeah.
can like video feed.
Yeah, my drone's doing the live stream.
Let's see. Yeah, so Bonus, he's going at it with these people. He's trying to keep them at bay, and eventually he like lets people through. And eventually, these like two SUVs, these big SUVs, they pull up nearby, and like these 22. I don't know. These must be massive SUVs because like 22 guys walk out of SUVs. It's pretty big cars. Probably like
They're
full
stretch
vans.
SUV.
Yeah. I guess a limousine SUV, stretch limousine. And these guys get out. I don't think any of them are like obviously armed. Like they're not like brandishing guns in their hands, but they're all big and scary, mean looking. And they all cut the line. And there's like try to push past Bonus. And he's going to make a strength check to resist these guys. And they're gonna roll against him. He got a 7. Let's see. Okay.
Oh!
To keep them out. He shoves the front guy, got a big scar across his face. They're all wearing like not full on suits, but like dress shirts and like loose dress shirts, slacks, like dress shoes.
Do they know who Bonus is?
Oh, that's a good point. They might know. And then I can start shooting immediately. They don't know who he is. Yep, they do. So they walk up and like over the really like loud music that's even outside. Cause like even like the people waiting outside, they can hear the music, so they're dancing still too. They're like, oh, this is pretty great.
Yeah.
The goons, they walk up and they're like, if it isn't the man who calls himself Bonus, and the Bonus like has like his arms crossed over his shoulder, over his chest rather, mask on, staring these guys down. And they're like, you're gonna let us through these doors, Bonus, or we're gonna have a problem. And I think Bonus is going to take the initiative and just punch this guy in the face with his bionic arm.
No. Do me and Bonus have a comm link up?
Yeah, we do.
I'm gonna radio in as they say that. What's going on out there?
So Bonus, because we're wearing masks, we can still vocalize our speech. So he's like, oh, we got some Crescent goons out here. Then they can run the place up again.
You know what? I have an idea. Let him in.
Bonus is like, sure thing, I guess. And the other bouncer is like, oh, like, hey, you guys gotta get out of here. And Bonus is like, no, let him through. And the Crescent guys are like, good to know we have an ally in you yet, Mr. Murdoch. And then they all strut. This small army of guys walks through the bar doors.
So I'm gonna step away from the stage, but have like an AR projection that's like done up by my drone as I switch the live feed cam to my hologram. I'm gonna step away from the stage and let the hologram take over. The music's on autoplay, of course.
Yeah.
I was just adding in like little things like throughout. But the music's on autoplay and the hologram is like mirroring what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go over to the door and take the leader like around the shoulder and just say, "Hey, how's it going? Do you know who I am?"
Let's see. This is gonna be a disadvantage because this guy's not a hacker. So let's see. Nope.
He does.
He's like,
and I'm gonna.
He's a weird look. He's like, who are you?
Take a look up at those monitors. See those? What do those look like to you? And I still have my mask on, so the voice is like really deep.
Yeah. So I think the guy's gonna make a strength check to like shrug you off.
I'm gonna also make a strength check.
He fails, no matter what.
That's a 5.
Yeah. So,
And I'm just gonna like wrangle him in closer to me. See those?
And he's like, yes.
That's my work. I'm the DJ tonight, and you're gonna abide by rules, or else.
And I think at this point, Um, make me a perception check.
9.
One of the guys behind you has pulled out a knife and is going to stab you in a couple of seconds.
Gentlemen, this is my club tonight. And if you think that you can start this shit in my club, you've got another thing coming. Bonus is under my order to leave you alone. Nothing's gonna happen to you if you're just here to enjoy the music. You're dealing with an Egyptian, boys. Now give them a check at advantage.
Yeah, now give them a check at advantage. Wow.
Oh, yeah!
Really know. They're like, oh, we've heard of you. Like, you run with bonus sometimes, and like, you pulled that heist against the Jackson's guys and stuff like that. Okay, I know who you are. So the leader, he's like, we're here to get our protection money out of the owner of this bar, whose name I have not come up with yet. Give me a moment.
I'm gonna slide him. I'm gonna slide him 5K.
As in 5.
There you go.
Or just $5.
5,000.
$5,000?
Yeah.
Boy, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I know. We're about to get a ton from this guy.
That's true. Okay, so you're gonna give him. Okay, make me a charisma check. Just a flat charisma check for this. 3. Not. Oh, that's a match. Okay, this is a bear pass. He's like, you trying to bribe us?
No, but there's the protection money. Should cover the rest of this month. Now, take this money and go. This is now my club, and you are not welcome here. And if you come back, you will have a turf war on your hand.
Yeah. So the guy, begrudgingly, he grabs the stack of cash. Big stack of cash. But he takes the stack of cash, and he like wrenches it from your grasp, and he's like, "Come on, boys, we're leaving."
Don't come back.
I'm gonna make a check for bonus, an agility check for bonus. Oh no.
Oh!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Ooh. Okay, so the guys walk out, right? They walk out of the back of the bed like, okay, we got our money, I guess, so we'll leave. So they leave, they walk out of the bar, and they see Bonus pop in the tires on their SUVs.
No! Bonus!
So the guys are like, what are you doing, Bonus? And he's like,
checking the pressure.
Yeah, they're checking the pressure.
No.
He's gonna. Wow.
Ah!
Wow. Okay, really divisive.
Yes!
He's like, I'm checking the pressure for
Yes!
you. I wanted to make sure that this was working. And the leader of the group is like,
Yeah, alright.
it's like, honestly, I don't care. Whatever. Let's just get out of here. So they get in their cars, and luckily, he did not manage to pop their tires yet, so they can drive away. Bonus is like, they leave, and he just like, ooh, boy.
Nice thinking. Miss.
Yeah. So Bonus, he walks back over to his bouncing job. How many people pop back up?
Are now outside.
Yeah. 180.
Oh my
God! 690 people.
We're gonna get so much money from this.
Yeah, so over the course of the night, 690 people visit this lovely bar, the River of Dicks, and yeah. So at the end of the night, probably like 3-4 in the morning at this point. The final crowd.
I end my set.
Yeah, and your beautiful set.
Yes. Thank you all. You've been wonderful. I will be back soon enough to qualm all of your taste for this lovely, lovely techno and house. I've been the Pharaoh. Good night.
and then like the lights start flashing, and I think all like the AR projected like holograms, they like also like run up onto like like on the platform stage, and then like when you walk away, the AR guys also walk away. It's like a crowd of like 30 pharaohs like march off of the DJ stand, and like the lights turn out, and like the club shuts down, and you are given what's 690 times 5. 3,000.
Man, it's only 5. It's 5 callers to get in.
Well, hold on. I'm gonna do a real calculation. How much? So average price to enter a nightclub. A lot more than $5. We were pretty desperate, but
How much?
so the average for men is 20 to 60. So we'll say 20 because this is a pretty low class bar.
I was gonna say 30. 30, because it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
you know.
And then for women is 10 to 30.
So we'll say 30.
Yeah, so we'll say 30.
We'll just say 30 for everybody.
Yeah, okay. So 30 to 690
Times 30.
20,700 dollars in total divided by 4. We get 5,175 bucks in total.
That's what I made.
Yeah. So do you want us to put that between the two of us, or
I was assuming it was each.
no? This is in total for like both of us.
Yeah, we'll do 3.5 each way.
Well, how about this? Since you are like the main attraction, right? You can keep 3,000.
Okay.
And bonus will keep the other 2,175.
Deal.
All right. So you still lost a lot of money off of that. You are now.
That's fine.
You lost 2K in total, but this job that we're running right now will make up for that loss. And bonus,
Exactly.
He makes an extra 2. So he's at the 13 RP. Plus 175 collars.
Hey!
All right.
Look at that.
Nice. So, yeah, so that night comes to a close in a successful DJ set. Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love it.
Let me get some
Ugh.
owner of this bar.
Yeah, we gotta give him a name.
Yeah. And obviously he is quite fond of both of us now. Now that we've got the... I mean, I think this is going to be another tick on the Crimson Crescent level. Of course.
Why? They got money.
You're good. Yeah, good point. Make me
They got money.
a luck check at disadvantage. No. Okay.
Oh.
That's so divisive. Jesus. Okay. The bar does not go up, but it doesn't go down either, so it just stays the same.
All right,
So
that's fine.
So we're hostile, which makes sense because we just intimidate them into taking our deal, basically. But, you know, job done. They still got their money. So the owner of this bar is named Elrin Drav.
Ooh.
Really cool. Elrin Drav. And the bartender, who has 4 arms, is also going to get a name. His name is Landon Case. Pretty cool names. All right. So you got those this new bar that we can stop by if you ever want to play a set at again. So as we leave, the bar owner is like, "Please come back again." Like, like this has kept us afloat for like a couple months and stuff. So like, you know, Please do.
So as I walk up to the manager, like all the holograms are still around me, and they like kind of like morph into one and then back up into my drone.
Hmm.
So like as that happens, I'm like, yeah, I'll see if I can find the time.
Nice. So the bartender's like, "You've done a great service for this community today." And then he like turns like all like the people who were like walking away and like leaving the leaving the bar, so they're all with like the rainbow stuff, and they're all like cheering, having a good time. Most of them probably pretty high because the bar sells like ecstasy and stuff. Um,
Yeah.
so yeah, successful. I think we'll end the episode off here. Next episode will be the end of this mission. So
Very nice, very nice.
yeah,
Oh, that was so much. I love this campaign set because we get to do what we want here.
yeah, pretty much
We are the masters of the side quest.
we are. Yeah,
Well, everyone, another week comes to a close. Thank you all so much for joining us. If you like this episode, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see these live, join us live on Mixer at XXX Mark Capone XXX for my friend Cody and Venclores and for our absent friend Xavier. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you next time on Quest for the Core.